Mm.
Reagan texted me and she said she's not gonna be here again today.
Okay, so who am I missing right now then?
Olivia, Kaylee, Aiden, Simone, and one, two, I have a list.
There's a lot missing.
Olivia, Sophia, Aiden, Simone, Bethany, Reagan, Kaylee. So Olivia, Aiden, Reagan, Kaylee.
Okay.
He was texting me about
We're getting closer. All right, let's just warm up and then we'll let people join if they join. Cool, here we go.
Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary, I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you won't believe it and you think it's sorry, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary, I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you won't believe it and you think it's sorry, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't
Good. All right. How we feeling? Everybody good to hear me? Cool. All right, what was the last thing that we did last week? What did we add on? We added on something, right? What was it?
It was the ball heel, 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 heel, ball heel, heel, ball heel, heel, hold 2, 3, 4, like 7 times.
Oh, it was everybody has a. We did it 7 times, didn't we? Or
Yeah.
like for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And what did I have going on during that? Anything yet? Which was what? Do you remember?
What was the question?
What? Because I had the ball heel part. Ball heel, ball heel, ball heel. But was there something going on during that?
No, that was just like everyone together and then just the soloist at the end of that, at the end of each phrase. And then you said you were gonna like change it up. You said like the first 2 were gonna do like ball heel, and then like the third one was gonna be like heel ball, and then you were gonna like do it different as long as the last 4 counts were empty.
Okay. Just trying to figure out how I want to structure that. Because I could either have somebody doing a whole, like while we're doing the ball heel, ball heel, ball heel, like somebody could be flowing that whole time. Or if I just want them to take the last bar of it. How comfortable are we with improvising? Cool. Let's see. Alright, I'm cool with that then. Let's take 4 bars then. Everybody will get 4 bars. I wish Tanya was still behind you because I had a question for her. Now that I'm thinking about it. But she gone now. So I have a list here that should stay consistent to what I had last week because I wrote it all down. But I had Olivia 1. Is that correct? No. I had Simone first. Yeah. Simone first, Bethany second, Sophie third, Olivia fourth, Aiden 5, and Reagan 6, and Kaylee 7. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Actually, that might be. I need to do some rhythms in my head real quick. So I do this all the time, and people think I'm weird, but like they don't understand that I'm actually like doing a rhythm in my head. But I just need to hear something real quick. So cool. Okay. So I think I want to keep the structure of the rhythm the same. I might change it halfway, but I think I want to keep it relatively similar. So ball heel, ball heel, ball heel, ball heel, ball heel, ball heel. Okay. The new rhythm, which is going to be a permanent change. I'm not going to change it again. Actually, I probably will. Not. I won't. I promise. Hopefully. But it's going to be ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, paradiddle, paradiddle, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill. Does that make sense? So you have a ball hill sandwich. Two fast, one. Yeah. Two fast, one slow. Two fast, one slow. Two paradiddles, two fast, one slow. Does that make sense? Cool. And then we have the same order. Simone, Bethany, Sophie, Olivia, Aiden, Reagan, Kaylee. I have them labeled in my phone, like 1 to 6 or 7, but they're like in different order, so it's like 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. So I'm like, when I try to read it fast, I'm like... Anyway. So yeah, and whoever... So, for example, say I'm number 4, and my name is Olivia. Then I'm gonna do ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, paradiddle, paradiddle, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill. That's 1. And ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, paradiddle, paradiddle, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill. 2. Ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill. That's 3. So then that would be her, because 3 people had gone, so now it's the 4th one. So now she's gonna like you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna actually just like give everybody a microphone, and they're just gonna do that. Sounds like a plan? Cool. Alright, so let's just run that and see what we got. So Simone, you're on the hot seat. And Bethany, you're a close second. So I'm just gonna count that off. Let's see. Who do we have? Who do we not have? I got Bethany, Simone, Olivia, Aiden, Sophie. So I don't have Reagan. I don't have Kaylee. And that's it, right? Cool. So just Reagan and Kaylee, which is 6 and 7. So I'll take 6. Jessica, you want to take 7? Cool. Work. What was the beginning? It was shut that. Is that correct? Yeah. Let's just do one time just from the new part. And then we'll go from the top after that. So what are we at? 120, right? Does that sound right? Alright, 120. So that's going to be... that and 6. So I'm going to count 5, 6, 7, 8. Simone, you just start on 1. Cool? And then join back in on the ball hills after you've done an 8 count. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2. And 3. And 4. Does that make sense to everybody?
Does it start? I have a question. Does it start on the right foot and then it switches every time?
Yeah,
Right?
it's gonna switch every time.
Right, left, right, left. Okay.
Yeah. So it should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the last one should start on the right foot. So just so you know, let's see. If you're a 1, a 3, or a 5, then you're going to start on your left foot when you're done with your solo. If you're a 2, a 4, or a 6, you're going to start with your right foot after your solo. Does that make sense? So odd numbers start left after, even numbers start right after. Except for 7. 7 doesn't really count because there's nothing after 7. But the tap, let's just go from the tap. Did you guys practice this at all, or do you guys remember everything? Do I have to go over everything? Anybody need me to go over anything? Thank you for moving the camera just to tell me no. I appreciate you, Olivia. Alright, I just want to see it from the top then. Okay. Oh wait, Tanya's back, and now she's gone. Dang it. I actually just realized that I could just text you what I had to say after class. So I'll just text you in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Not 5 minutes, but you get the point. That's what I'm saying. Alright. Here we go. Duh, Brennan, why didn't you think about that? Why didn't somebody tell me? Somebody should have told me. Somebody should have been like, Brennan, just text her. Simone, that was your job. Metronome, 120 BPM. You know, they're actually pretty synced. I'm always skeptical about using different metronomes. Let me tell you why. So, one time I had a show, and the show was in New York. And so, I had to do this tap solo, and I just wanted to do it all a cappella. And so, I was just going to sync up with the metronome, kind of like what we're doing. So, I could just, like, rip whatever I wanted to and not have to be influenced by, like, other aspects. But I had like a 4-minute solo, like it was long, like it was extended. It was, I don't want to think about it anymore. But I was tapping with a metronome, and I did the same thing. I just told whoever was like setting it up, like, hey, I'm gonna be running at like 160. Like, throw me a metronome at 160. And so they're like, okay, cool. But the app that I had been using to practice with it, the 160 was like a lot slower than the 160 that whoever was putting the show on used. So, like, I was practicing at this one that was, like, it was decently fast, but it was, like, not that fast. And then when he turned on his 160, which I'm pretty sure he raised it. I don't know what happened. I swear it was not the same thing. Because I was practicing at this tempo, and then he put on the same tempo, and it was, like, twice as fast as that. And so I'm, like, doing this, like, 4-minute solo, and it's, like, and I was, like, never again. And that's why we're running at 120 and not any higher than that. But, long story short, I'm telling you this whole long spiel because I just went to YouTube and pulled up a different metronome than the one that we've been using, and it's the exact same speed. So, bless up for people telling the truth on the internet. Here we go. Five, 6, 7, 8, and... don't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to throw out there that the transition from it's not straight, so it's swung. So I want it to be swung, so it's gonna be that to that to that, that to that to that, that, that. Does that make sense? So just swing it a little bit rather than being like that to that to that, because that's just like weird and like robotic and like I don't know how to explain it, but just don't do it. like long story short, that's the moral of the story is don't do it. Swing it. That to that to that, ooh, that to that to that, ooh, that to that to that to that to that to that to that. So at the metronome, we're gonna take it from those solos again. I'll count us in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. 3. Cool. And that allows for the highest level of precision. So, after the fact, now this is where Brennan's brain starts going off on tangents. Because now we have a fresh slate. It's like when you walk into a classroom and there's a whiteboard, but the whiteboard's empty, but there's like a brand new marker sitting on the thing. And you're like, oh, I want to draw with it. But you're like, what do I draw? And you're like, well, that's the problem. That's what we're trying to figure out. So that's where I'm at right now. I just walked into the classroom. I'm about to draw. I got to figure it out first. Bingo! I think I got it. Okay, so while we're doing this, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, paradiddle, paradiddle, ball hill, ball hill, ball hill, times 7. While we're doing that, I think we're gonna be moving. Like, there's gonna be always one stationary, which is gonna be the person who's soloing. Yeah, so they're gonna be stationary. I didn't know. I just realized that was like common sense and I explained it anyway. But the person who's soloing is stationary, newsflash, and then everybody else is gonna be just kind of congregating, big word, behind them and like moving around with the ball heel step. And I don't know if I just want it to be, that's the problem. This is the problem. I don't know if I want it to like just move around freely like you guys are amoebas floating around in an organism, or if I want it to be like structured and give you guys a certain spot to get to make it more organized. This is my issue. With that being said, I think, because I also don't want it to look too similar every single time. Like, I don't want it to look like, oh, different person, same step. Oh, different person, same thing. Like, I want it to have variety and dynamics. And I couldn't think of a bigger word than dynamics. So that's all we're gonna get today. Here's my thought process. Should I have somebody like, for example, person who's soloing front left, and then the second person front right, and then the third person maybe back left, but then like maybe 4 is gonna be center front, and then 5 is over here, and then 6 is like in the parking lot. That's me. Did you get the joke? Because I knew that I was 6. I wasn't trying to like say it was one of you guys. I was just talking about myself. Anyway, that was the joke. And jokes aren't funny when you explain the joke, but I did anyway. So I think 1 is going to be left. Simone, can I trust you to get to the left side of the stage? Actually, I guess that's just that's my job. I need to set you up that way. What's the last step? Stomp, brush back, heel, stomp, brush back, step, step. No. Oh. That's a quick change. It's not that bad. I was overthinking it. Okay. We haven't done formations at all, have we? Okay, because we're not in the studio. We're on a laptop screen or a TV screen, or I don't know what you guys are all using, but I'm using my laptop and my TV. So naturally, it's what I said as the example. But I don't know what you guys are using, but formations, hold up. When we get back together, like the Beatles, we're going to do formations, and we're going to set everything. But until now, we're like One Direction. We're just not together right now. The Beatles are way better than One Direction, by the way. Not even an argument. So if anybody wants to get nippy with me right now, see you later. I don't even know why I said One Direction, because I don't even know one Direction song. And I'm not even just trying to cover my man ego now. I'm honestly don't know any songs by One Direction. Zero. But I could tell you like one song by the Beatles. So that's cool. And it's Come Together. Which is why I use that as the example. But yeah. So I'm thinking, just to brainstorm. When we have the ball, heel. Before that, when we have the stomp, brush back, stomp, that part, are we on the same page or am I confusing? I know I'm confusing, but are we on the same page? Yes, okay. When we do that stomp, brush back, stomp, I think I want a straight line. Yes, because for the first part, when it's like stomp, brush back, heel, paradiddle, stomp, brush back, heel, paradiddle, stomp, brush back, heel, paradiddle. I want the straight line, and it's gonna be like the middle 3. So here, okay, we have a line. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. And then there's a middle person. And the middle person and the 2 people next to the middle person. So pretend that there's another person right here in the middle. And then there's 2 people right here. Those 3 people are going to go first. And then outside of those 2 people, so now there's like 1, 2, 3 people in the middle. These 2 people are going to go second. And then we have these 2, And now there's like 5 in the middle. These 2 people are going to go last. My fingers don't stretch like that, okay? Anyway, so it has 3 here. 3, and then 2, and then 2. Those are your 3 groups. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 2E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a sa. So we do that together. That's a given. We're gonna do that together. Don't worry about that. And then we do da 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 ooh ah no. Da 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 da. Right? So what I want to do with that, ooh, brain blast, I got it, I just got it, it just came to me right now. Like, this is why I talk about things, because it comes to me randomly, and Brendan never knows when he's going to get his next great idea. So, we're in a straight line, and we just went 3, and then 2, and then 2. And then we have the break, which is, I don't quite remember, but we'll get back to that. After we do the break, and then we start, so now we have, okay, I'm getting excited now. Now we have 1E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5, that step. You know what I'm talking about. That step is going to go like this. Pretend like my arms are 7 different people and they're not together. Like, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is you. We're going to go like this. Does that make sense? So we started here. Watch. It's pretty wild, I know. And this is what it looks like when we're all together. It looks like you're one object moving. And then you know what is even cooler about all of this? So we're going to hit a diagonal. We went from straight to diagonal. So what's cool about this, you remember like a decade ago, like 5 minutes ago, when I was like, I want Simone to start in the front left corner. Guess where my elbow is? The front left corner. Look at it. It's over here. I know. So that's Simone. You're my elbow, Simone. Congrats. So now we're tapping, and Simone's over here feeling funky. And we start moving because we're traveling now. And then the solo part starts, and bam, she's ready to attack. And then everybody else that's like back here while she's tapping is gonna like move to a different spot while she's still up here though. Does that make sense? But we'll fill this all in when we come back together. I just wanted to get that out. That's how I'm feeling. So, now we have the straight line. It goes middle, out, out. And then on the next step, we rotate slowly but surely. Then we have Simone. Whoever's number 2, I want to say it was, don't tell me, Bethany. Is that right? Good. 2, you're going to be opposite corner. Right. In the front. Right. And then we have 3, which is Sophie. Middle. I want you middle. And then Olivia. This is the left. Left. I was still being a little bit of Sophie, but I was just like fading it out. Olivia. Aiden. Brendan / Reagan. And I don't know where I want to put her yet, because I guess we could just, that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish where we started. Down left. So now it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do that fast. I have officially lost it. Okay, that's Sophie. What's up?
Is this gonna change our roll-offs for when we start the pickup thing?
Is it gonna start our roll-offs?
Or like when we do the paradiddle combination thing like 3 times? Is that changing when we start now?
You know, I am trying to figure out what you're talking about, and I'm not getting to my destination.
So I think like for like the line that you created, you
Yeah.
have like the first group joining in first, and like Simone is part of the first group, so she would be in the middle, but you want her on the end now. So they're just gonna change like when they start like the part.
Yes. Oh, girl, I need to figure that out. Brennan, get it together. Okay, let's see. So, I still have, okay, I'm gonna keep the solos the same because you guys know your numbers. Simone, you're 1. Bethany, you're 2. Cool, you guys got it from there. Anyway, as far as, yeah, that step, so I'm gonna need, obviously, Simone all the way left. As far as everybody else, you can be wherever you want. So really the only person that changes is Simone because you guys get to move on the ball heel thing while she's soloing. So really the only person that has to change is Simone because Simone, you're going to be group 1 now. Who was originally group 1?
Simone and Kaylee, I think.
Okay, so now group 1 is going to... Who was originally group 3?
Sophie and Aiden.
Alright, Aiden. Guess what, dog? You're going in the middle of the line. You're group 1 now. Cool. So now group 1's going to be Aiden and dang it. Who's originally group 2? Bethany and Olivia.
And Reagan.
Come on. And what?
Reagan.
Oh. Okay. Well, group 1 now is going to be Aiden, Bethany, and Olivia. Oh, I got to write this down because Brennan's going to be forgetting it in about 20 minutes. Group 1. Olivia, Simone. No. Aiden, Olivia, Bethany. Okay, group 2. That means group 2 is going to be Sophie and Reagan. Which leaves group 3 to be Simone, my homie Simone. And who's with Simone?
I thought I was in
Girl, girl. Wait, I have a list of names here. Aiden, Olivia, Bethany. Bam, bam, bam. Ah! Oh! Okay. Reagan and Kaylee are gonna go second. Cool. So that I could put... So that I could put Simone and Sophie third. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do it. So I have Aiden. I have Aiden, Olivia, Bethany, and then Reagan and Kaylee, and then Simone and Sophie. Which honestly works better because the last 2 names both start with S's. Simone and Sophie. That works mentally for me. Okay. Okay, I feel like we got a lot of work done today without actually doing anything. Because that just like cleared up so much foggy space in my head right now. I was so confused with what was going on. It's also, I feel like I'm really... Does anybody feel like I'm a silhouette right now? Do I look like a ghost? I feel like I'm really dark. Like, can you see facial features? Okay. So, we're gonna try this from the top. Did I have any other roll-offs at the very end? Or at the not the end, at any time during this? I thought I added a roll-off.
It's just the first roll off, the like stomp, stomp, stomp part.
Oh, sugar da 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 1, 2, 3. Okay, keep your groups for that. Don't forget who you are. Cool. Let's take it. Five, 6, 5, a 6, a 5, 6, 7. We go. So, I don't know what just happened right now, but I feel like everybody was like 5, 8 counts behind me. And I don't know if it's because like it's on Zoom and so like you guys were with me, but it didn't look like you guys were with me because video sucks. But I really don't know what happened. My mind was just really confused. And so I just kind of was standing there like hoping that nobody was noticing that I didn't do anything. But I didn't do anything. So you're welcome. let's just do that again and not talk about that one ever again, ever. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. My fault. Three. 4. 5. 'Whoever's 7, and by whoever's 7, I mean Jessica. It's really the same thing, I just said it differently. Jessica, which is also applying to Kaylee. So it's like Jakaylee. Jessaylee. On your solo, I want to hit a different accent. That's all. That's all. It's gonna be an easy change. Instead of going at the end, paradiddle, ball, heel. It's just gonna go paradiddle, ball, heel. So instead of doing 3 with 1 slowed down, you're just gonna do 4 evenly. My eyebrow itched. Okay. So I think we got a lot done mentally today. But I also, at the same time, feel like I know everything that I just said, and I feel like it could have been really, really confusing to you guys listening to me. Not because what I said was confusing, but because who said it is a confusing person. Does that make sense? Like, I bet you Jessica could have said the same thing that I said, but in a less confusing way. And I just said it how I said it, because that's how I said it. You know? Cool. So, mentally, are we there? Like, I'm not saying, like, you're not there mentally. I'm saying, like mentally, are we understanding what I said? As far as groups and numbers and turns and Simone being my elbow. Like, are we understanding what is meant by Simone is my elbow? Cool. All right. Well, mission accomplished, I guess. Dang. I'm proud of myself for that one. So, next week, it's going to be same time, same place. Stay healthy. Word. All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
I never know how to end these things. I'm like, okay, bye. Get off. See you
Bye.
later.
Yeah.
Stay home, I guess.